two different types of tables in Proposify, fee tables and content tables. In this video, I'll show you how to create both types. Let's start with the difference between the two. In fee tables, you can add fees that total up and add a value to your proposal. Content tables you can use for something like a timeline, milestones, equipment list, or any other sort of tabular content that's more text-based. I'm going to create a fee table first. I can create a fee table on any page of my proposal. So just click the fee table button right over here. And there are a few options to choose from. First, which kind of fee table do I want to create? Mixed, unit quantity, fixed, hourly, monthly, or annual. If you choose mixed, it'll let you add different types of fees to your table, so like hourly fees and monthly fees and unit fees all in the same table. Sometimes your currency changes depending on the client you're pitching, so you can choose your currency. If you need to change the format of the currency, no problem, you can do that right here. But remember, you're only able to have one currency per proposal. Show total in the footer. So sometimes you may not want to show how much everything adds up to in the table, and if that's the case, you just uncheck this box. You can also choose whether or not you want prices in this table included in the total price of your proposal. Sometimes you may want a fee table that's a summary fee or optional, and you don't want it to double the cost of the proposal. There's also the option to import fees from the content library, which I show you how to set up in another video. For now, let's insert a table. Since I chose a mixed fee table, it shows 4 columns for the description, price, quantity, and total. Because it's a mixed table, every time I create a new fee, I need to say what type of fee it is. So let's add a fixed fee. And it has a straight ahead price of $2,000. Next, I'll add a monthly fee of $250 a month. And I'm going to leave the quantity blank for this because I don't know yet how many months of this service the client will buy. And now let's create an hourly fee. And for this one, we'll let the client decide how many hours they want to buy by selecting editable quantity. Now I'll create an hourly fee and add the amount of $150. And you can see the client gets a little spinner that allows them to choose how many hours they might want to buy. And I'll set it to 5 to start. Another choice is to make the fee optional. I can turn that on by going into the row options and choosing optional for clients. And then it adds a checkbox. So maybe you have an upsell option for the client, so you can leave it selected or not, but the client can choose when they're reviewing the proposal. If I want to change how the table looks, I can click on the cog button on the right and select Style Table. And here I can change the row color or the border color of headers, the body, and footer rows. But be aware when you do this, it will change the style of all the tables in that particular proposal or template. I can also delete or duplicate the table or edit properties. Watch what happens when I turn off the show total in the footer. It keeps the table footer, but it just removes the price. This table I created is fine if I just have a few rows, but maybe I need to include a table that has a lot of information in it and it's going to extend beyond the boundary of the page break. That's going to look bad and it's going to go wonky. So if I want to create a table that's going to automatically flow fees to new pages, I start by creating a fee section. To do that, I click on Add a New Section, then click Add Fee Table, and be sure that page flow is turned on and give it a name. I've already created a fee section. You'll see I can't really move it around, but when I add a new fee that extends the table beyond the page boundaries, it automatically flows it to the new page and adjusts the size of the section. Content tables are more flexible because they don't have to auto-calculate anything. Let's say I wanted to add a content table of my timeline here among the text in my proposal. I put my cursor in the text box, click Insert Table, and then choose however many columns and rows I need, plus the header and the footer. And it creates a table. Then I can fill it in with my information. I can always edit this later if I want to resize, change the content, or that sort of thing. And those are the tips about tables.